Happy glorious Tuesday, Mustangs. Please stand for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance and place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Please take a moment of silence to reflect upon your day ahead.
Good morning, Mustangs. We want to thank you all for a great start to the 24-25 school year. We have been very impressed with how you've shown up as your best selves in academics, behavior, and character. All three of these components are critical to your Meade-made success as a student, both this school year and beyond.
To that end, we want to talk through expectations. In life, it is important to understand that the do's and don'ts so that you know the rules that you're operating within. There are two high-level expectations that are critically important but weren't explicitly taught during our opening weeks of school. Mr. Shook and I are on Meade TV today to ensure you have a clear understanding of both as you move through your time at Meade Junior High School.
The first expectation is that you keep your hands and feet to yourself at all times. You should never touch anyone else, period. This includes, but is not limited to punching, hitting, kicking, throwing items at a person. If you choose to put your hands on someone or throw items at someone, then you will receive a suspension or something similar. It doesn't matter if you are just joking, if you're playing around, or if the behavior happens in the classroom, in the restroom, in the hallways, before school, after school, on the bus. If we find out, and we will, then you will receive the most serious of consequences. Also, if you choose to record any of these behaviors on your phone, then you will also be held accountable. There is a legal term that states recording fights is engaging in mob action, and that all students that choose to record it are legally responsible.
For those students that decide to engage in fighting, I want to be very clear that you will be suspended, potentially expelled, and potentially arrested in accordance with our board policy. We take fighting on school grounds very seriously. Our 8th grade students know that we have had students in the past who are no longer students at Meade because they chose to engage in physical fighting. You also need to know that fighting doesn't just mean here at school. If you do this on a bus, you will be suspended. If you choose to fight after school or on your way home from school, then you will be suspended. You are the school's responsibility from the moment you leave your house in the morning to the moment you go home in the afternoon. If you engage in poor behavior during that time, then you will be issued a school-level consequence.
The second expectation is how you act on social media. This includes texting, Snapchat, or anything similar. If you engage in behavior that is illegal, threatening, or bullying, then you will have a school consequence. Even if that behavior happens at home, at night, if we find out and determine that it has an impact on the school day, then you will be held accountable with disciplinary consequences.
Again, for those students who decide to engage in inappropriate cell phone behavior, I also want to be very clear that you will be suspended, potentially expelled, and potentially arrested, again in accordance with our board policy. We take engaging in harassment on social platforms on your cell phone very seriously. In every instance, our school resource officer, Churchirillo, will be involved because that behavior breaks the law. In every instance, Mr. Shook, Mr. Kovac, and I will be involved because that behavior violates our board policy. Again, our 8th grade students know that we have had students in the past who are no longer students at Meade because they chose to engage in inappropriate social media behavior. Please understand the seriousness of school threats. They cause incredible anxiety in schools and therefore are dealt with at the highest levels. If you decide to threaten a school community, then you will be arrested and expelled from the school. You may think you are just being funny, but it does not matter. It is illegal behavior and will be handled with extreme response by both the school and law enforcement.
We appreciate you being open to hearing this message today. These types of behaviors rarely happen at Meade. The point of our talk today is to let students know that if these behaviors do happen and you see them, then you need to let us know. You can email me, you can email Mr. Ross, Mr. Kovac, Mrs. Bobrin, Mrs. Huber, Ms. Perales, or Mr. McNeil to let us know. You can also have your parent or guardian reach out to us. We will keep your name out of the investigation. So please know that when you tell us, no one will know that the report came from you. This includes if you hear about students talking about fighting. We need to know right away so that we can prevent it. We appreciate everyone working together. It is our We Are One way to keep our school community safe.
Okay, now for the announcement, students, thank you for being attentive during that time. Are you creative and like design? Do you want to leave a lasting mark and be remembered forever? Then enter this year's yearbook cover contest. See Ms. Morrison or Mrs. Reimold for how to enter. All submissions are due by September 20th. The entire school will be voting on a cover winner at the end of September.
Attention Tennis Club members, please join our Google Classroom to see updates about which week you will be participating in Tennis Club. Remember to bring a racket from home if you already have one.
Congratulations to the 8th grade band and orchestra students who took time out of their Labor Day weekend to perform at Schaumburg September Fest on Sunday. They had beautiful weather, fantastic performances, and a wonderfully large audience. Special thanks to Ms. Ravanassi, who came to show her support, and as always, there was a school board member in attendance. Great job, 8th grade band and orchestra.
Today's birthday shout-outs go to Devin B. and Colleen G. Happy birthday.
Mustangs, it's Tuesday, it's a short week. As every day, we ask you to make it great. Be respectful, responsible, safe everywhere you go. See you.
Have a great day.